Okay, y'all. The streets is talking, y'all. And Shitika has hit the fan. Finally, every living detail about what happened to King Von and who all played a part is coming to light. And I'm going to tell y'all this. I said this 1 year ago. That the industry set up Chicago people. I said they set up King Von, they set up the FBG Duck, all of that. I said this, and now it's coming to light. A lot of people don't believe Lil Vonnie's daddy, okay, y'all? Otf Vonnie's daddy, but it matches up with everything I said, and we're about to talk about it right now, okay, y'all? Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you all so much for watching. Thank you. To my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Friday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep, because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it. Y'all. The streets is talking. And, y'all, this is some sad stuff that's coming out. Now, I know a lot of people don't like King Von because they say that he got bodies and this and that and this. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that the very people that were around him, that he thought was helping lift him up, that was protecting him, and that was had his back, they were the ones that lined him up, y'all. I said this, and I've been saying it. I've been saying this. The numbers don't lie, y'all. The numbers do not lie. So far, the numbers have not lied. At least out of 100% of the time, 98% of the time, those numbers have been right on point. And I told y'all this a year ago. And if you think I'm lying, go look at my videos. I did a King Von video part 1, part 2 about the whole situation on who, when, where, and why. Okay, y'all? And now the truth is coming out. And a lot of people can't believe. But I'm about to make you believe. Because I'm going to tell y'all this. Everybody that was surrounding this whole situation was connected. Even the people that was tied to his sister. This was all a front to keep up with King Von and what he was doing, when, where, and why. Okay, y'all? And I told you this for a long time. I told y'all this. But we about to talk about it right now. Otf Vonnie's father reveals. Okay? He is revealing that Vonnie allegedly orchestrated Lil Pab's passing and King Von's passing. Now, what bigger snake is this, y'all? What bigger snake is this? You snake your buddy. And there's a video out of him in a jewelry store with King Von, and he is going to bats over King Von, trying to get the people not to cheat him out no money or get him a deal on jewelry. And at the same time, he making King Von think that he got his back. All along, he's lining him up, y'all. Lining him up. What bigger snake is that? And the thing of it is, he snaked King Von. And then he turned around. He worked with, allegedly, Quando Rondo now. He worked with them to line up King Von. He worked with, allegedly, Lil Durk. And I told y'all this before. I said, Lil Durk moving funny. Y'all don't care what y'all say. And people was like, no, don't do him like that, Ms. Lowdown. No. Lil Durk was moving funny from the start. I said, this don't make sense. How's this your boy? And right after he get taken out, you are tied to all the people that's taunting his passing. I said this. Doors open up left and right for Lil Durk. For Lil Durk to be this popular around everybody, okay? Something just wasn't adding up. He not that good. And if you had to put him and, I'm just saying, y'all, King Von in a room together, King Von would have ate him up alive rapping. So if the industry wanted somebody from Chicago to get behind, why didn't they get behind King Von? King Von was taken out of here, and allegedly his own people did it, and this is why doors open for them. I said this from the start, okay? Now that, Otf Vonnie's father is coming out, And he's coming out telling everything. He got receipts on the whole 9 yards on the whole situation that happened to King Von, y'all. He's telling everything. And this is the most serious type of snake right here. And I remember when I did King Von's number and I was telling y'all that it was a snakes and snakes coming up. Snake and snake season. I told y'all snake season has begun. This Otf Vonnie, he set King Von up allegedly, okay, for Lil Durk in the industry with Quando Rondo now. And then he turned around and set up Quando Rondo. Y'all, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. The people that helped him take out Lil King Von, he turned around and snaked them too. He snaked them too. And now I'm starting to wonder, why did they really come after Quando Rondo? Did they come after Quando Rondo because they were scared that, you know, if they started beefing, he was going to snitch and tell the world that Lil Durk played a part in it? Before he can go and start snitching and telling everything? Let's take him out? This is how I'm starting to feel about this situation, y'all, too. And I'm going to tell y'all this. I got a feeling that Takeoff's passing could be connected to King Von's. There's a possibility that was a connection there, too. Takeoff being taken out because the Migos played a major part in what happened allegedly to King Von too. Word on street. And I told y'all this before, and I'm about to refreshing y'all memory. Okay, y'all? Everything is alleged, okay? But I'm just gonna show y'all some things, okay? This guy right here is scum of the earth. Scum of the earth, y'all. And I knew it, that somebody was paid off to do what they did. And word on the street is the daddy's supposed to get a cut and he didn't get his. You see how people snitch when they ain't getting their cut? Y'all, I'm telling you. A word on the street, he was supposed to get some money too. And he's singing like Whitney Houston right now, y'all. He's singing like Whitney Houston. Is this why a Lil Durk was always talking about no snitch, no snitch? Because the same people that you was hanging out with, you was doing all this dirt with, you didn't want nobody to snitch on you. Y'all, if karma ain't spinning blocks, I don't know what to tell y'all. The very thing that he pushed no snitching, this is why he's in prison right now. And Lil Durk may never see the light of day again. Because if they put this in on already Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pab, if they slide King Von's passing in there too, and word on the street is this guy's father has already talked to the feds, y'all. He already talked to the feds. He done went down there and talked to the feds and told them the whole 9 yards, gave them receipts on Lil Durk and Vonnie. Okay, y'all? You can't make this shit occur up here. The streets is on fire right now. And I've been telling y'all that a lot of people knew that what was about to happen to King Von, Mo 3, FBG, all of this stuff was connected. I told y'all from the start. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't you? This is why I tell y'all it's so very important to be careful who you around, what you doing, who stand to gain if you moved out the way. And word on the street is Lil Durk was jealous of King Von. He called himself helping try to manage King Von, and King Von was surpassing him. He was surpassing him. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Jealousy is a very dangerous thing. When somebody's jealous of you, oh my God, they will take you out. They will line you up. You got to be careful of somebody being jealous of you. That's something that is major. Okay? If you got somebody that's jealous of you, stay the heck away from them. Because seriously, your life is in danger. And look, y'all, King Von running around here talking about he a mother effing problem. I'm on your motherfucking Asika. Come outside. I'm on your motherfucking, excuse me, y'all, grass. He should have been checking the grass for his own snakes. He didn't realize the snakes was all around him. And he's singing songs talking about he in somebody's grass and he on their ass. Okay, y'all? Y'all, he don't even realize that all the snakes was all around him in his grass. He wasn't cutting the grass, his own grass. You in somebody else's grass where your grass is all up in the, okay, y'all, in the bushes. And it was your own people that was surrounding you. See, when people out here trying to make it in the industry and somebody pulls their hand out, they think that, ooh, this person is, I'm getting recognized. I'm about to ball. But they never realize, they never stop to think why this person is reaching out to me. You got to question some stuff sometime. And when I seen Jay-Z in Chicago and hanging out with Lil Durk and he going to the white parties, I knew it was a sacred to the fight from the start. I knew it, y'all. I knew it. And even though people love them some Lil Durk, a lot of people do, it is what it is. And while you defending him, think about your own grass. Because you probably got people in your inner circle the same way. You better be careful of the company that you keep. I say this all the time. Watch the company you keep, because it just may save your life and keep you out of trouble. Did I say that? Do I say it every time do I tell you that? You got to start listening, y'all. The very person right here, his daddy is telling the whole 9 yards. And it's the truth, because allegedly he done went to the feds and gave them all the receipts, the timing, the this, the that. Somebody gave this bag to this person and this and that. He said he didn't know how much money was given to the person, but he told it all. And he went to the feds and he was singing like Whitney Houston, y'all. Lil Durk is done, y'all. Okay? He's done. For real, he's done. That's a different type of monster, y'all. This is a different type of monster when you can be friends with somebody. Pretending like you get their back and you setting them up at the same time. And then you go and try to take out the person that, everybody think that set them up, which they did. But you did it too, allegedly. Everybody is still in uproar right now. Like, this don't make no sense. Why would Lil Durk set up King Von and then turn around and take out the person that did it? Or try to take out the person that did it? Why would he do that? To make y'all dummies think that he didn't have nothing to do with it. That's why he did it. That's the perfect excuse and scapegoat. Oh, let me go take this person out. Everybody's going to think I didn't have my hands as clean in this situation. But everybody know who stood to gain off of King Von's past. Now, word on the street is there was an insurance policy. King Von had him he was in an insurance policy under Lil Durk's management. Word on the street. Now, I don't know, I wasn't there. I ain't seen the paperwork, but this is the rumor that's going around that Lil Durk had King Von in a insurance policy, and he got off that case, y'all. Charges was dropped against Chicago Lil Durk in 2009 hitting, okay? This was tied to him and King Von. And word on the street is they both was going to go down. If King Von would have lived, him and Lil Durk would have went to jail. And word on the street is Lil Durk was okay during that time. But King Von was surpassing him. He was surpassing him. Okay, y'all? And like I told y'all, you got to watch out for that jealousy. Because that's something else. Y'all, be careful of the company you keep. I keep telling y'all this. And Chicago rappers, it's sad that, and I say this till I'm blue in the face, y'all. I say it all the time. I say, if you all get y'all foot in the door in the industry, stick up for each other. Because you will get sucked up by this industry and you will turn on your own people. Instead of King Von and FBG Duck them going toe-to-toe to each other, they should have been getting together and putting each other on and putting other people in the city on. That's what they should have been doing. But they always was enemies. They played them against each other. Well, I don't know if they always was enemies, but they was going back and forth against each other. But the industry loves shitika like that. They love it. And they make that look like that's the excuse why this person was taken out. When they all in the back controlling these little puppets. Okay, y'all? They're controlling it. They got this whole thing. Look how this went down, y'all. All of these up and coming rappers. Lil Durk, FBG Duck, King Von, all of these people were coming up. And they was going to be a force to be reckoned with. Believe that, okay? They were going to be a force to be reckoned with. Just these three people. Alone. Not to mention other people, okay? But these three alone was going to be a force. Do you see how the industry got every last one of them out the way? They got Lil Durk to turn on King Von. They said that the only thing that makes sense for you not to go to jail in your career to soar. And he fell for the okie doke. Now he's locked up, and he's going to be in there for the rest of his life over this whole situation, y'all. The very people that helped Lil Durk is the very people that helped him go to prison for the rest of his life for doing it. Y'all, you can't make this up. I keep telling you that karma is something else, okay? It's something else. Now, let's get into what I was telling y'all a year ago when King Von was taken out, okay? Let's get into what I was telling y'all again. First, FBG Duck, then King Von, okay? And right after that, Mo 3. But I want you to pay attention to the people that was posting stuff up about King Von's passing, about before he passed. People were out here taunting that something big was about to happen, okay? Cardi B was the first one. She put up videos afterwards, the up video, all this stuff taunting they passing. And if I'm not understand, she's the red. Like, she is a different street association from them. So this was a plus for her to help line up some people that was in a different street association of her. Okay, y'all? She taunted their passing. And before they passed, she was posting up all blacks. Y'all. All blacks dropping in November. That's what she was posting up. All blacks dropping in November. She was posting up all kind of subliminal messages. Not only was she posting up stuff, Offset was posting up stuff too. This is why I told y'all, if they want to get real ugly and messy with this, the divorce and this and that and this, all they gotta do is snitch on each other about the whole the passing of all of these people and how Cardi B really got on. Cardi B till this day is still making money off that first album that she did, the only first album that she did, taunting blacks passing away in Chicago. And this 21 Savage that used King Von's sister, that's all it was. Using her. Okay? He knew to play too, my personal opinion. This was in her video. Rest in peace 2020. Okay, y'all? And all blacks dropping in November. Same thing, similar to what Mo 3's people was putting up. 11/11 and something big is going to happen in November. A lot of people knew what was about to go down. A lot of people knew that people were going to pass. And if you in the industry, you better start paying attention to the subliminal messages. Get yourself a spiritual advisor, not somebody that is going to, steer you into the demonic world, but somebody that's going to line up, let you know when something just may be coming. Because they let you know before they do it. They really do, y'all. They let you know. Now, she posted up, rest in peace 2020, and she put the X in there like people was going to get X'd out. Okay? That people was getting X'd out. She put up a lot of graffiti all over the place, y'all. And she was putting up subliminal messages everywhere. Okay? This is when she was posting that all blacks was dropping in November. This is when she started posting this stuff up like a month or so ago before she started. Everybody got taken out. She was saying that all blacks is dropping. Okay? Not only was she posting up this shoe, but she was posting up that pink shoe that King Von be having on as well. Okay, y'all? Every time you saw, she had it up in a stuck. Every time she posted up stuck, she would, she would take the S and the T off. She would hide that. And then it would just be UCK. And everybody was saying this had to do with duck. She was saying duck. Okay? It's up and it's stuck. She was saying duck. Okay, y'all? This is what she was doing. She was putting crowns all over the wall and stuff too. She had a lot of crowns in the graffiti too, which symbolizes King Von. Okay, y'all? A lot of O's for OTF and O Block. This is what she was doing. They knew, y'all. She had coffins. She said she had flowers. Wait 1 second, y'all. Let me pause my 1 second. Gotta take my sound off for a second, y'all, because we got to get into this. We have to get into this. She kept putting like stuck up there, but she would always have the ST. And then she was putting up coffins, y'all. This is what she kept doing throughout her video, okay? And this is who Lil Durk did a video with right after all of this stuff. She was taunting King Von left and right. And everybody was bringing it to the internet. Well, I know I did. I told, okay? Other people were saying something too here and there. And Lil Durk, every time somebody passed, He was hanging out with the people who did it. And he was hanging out with the very people that was taunting King Von. How can you be, somewhat brothers to King Von and people taunting his passing and you doing videos with them? You doing music with them. You doing new collabs with the same people that was taunting King Von. Y'all, this was set up from the start. I told y'all it was. Busting up Duck. Busting Duck. This is what she got right here. Busting up, and she got Uck right here. And they want you to think that this is Duck. Okay? This woman taunted the crap out of him. Okay? She put in the video 2 down. And she got the O's in the back. Okay? Is this OTF? Is this O Block? Is this why she was putting all these O's in her video and V's? She kept doing V's and O's and stuff like that. She got 2 down. That's what she put in there. O Block 2 down. Okay? King Von, FBG Doug. This is what she was posting in her video. Okay, y'all? Do y'all remember Martrice Richardson? This woman she was arrested. Foul play. Arrested. Because the word on the street, they gave her something. And she got a little rowdy in a restaurant. She got arrested. Okay? This is just a little throwback to throw in there. Okay? Her mother, they called her mother. Her mother said, is you going to release her tonight? I'll come get her right now. No, we'll wait till in the morning to release her. By the time the mama got there, she had been already released in the middle of the night. No phone, no car, no nothing. They found bits and pieces of her in the woods, y'all. And they found all this graffiti stuff put up, taunting her passing. This reminded me of what Cardi B was doing. Okay? Every time you saw the word stuck, it was obstruct. Had the S and the T missing. Okay? Had the crowns and all the stuff in the background, letting you know she was taunting the passing of all the blacks that was passing away in November. Okay? And she didn't leave Mo 3 out either. Okay? Mo 3 passed away on 11/11. So this is why she put 2 down so far. Okay, y'all? She had the black flowers, which represent a passing. Somebody leaving up out of here. Okay? Do y'all remember when King Von had that chain and he was swinging it back and forth with the old chain on there? Do y'all see her in the middle of this old swinging back and forth? This was all subliminal. I told y'all these people was evil. I told y'all they're evil. I didn't set out to do this, to be honest with y'all. I was sitting up here putting up, stuff I bought and doing reviews on it, okay? This fell in my lap, okay, y'all? And this is why I say, well, this your calling, this your calling, okay? She was swinging on this O, back and forth, okay? And this represented O Block, y'all. This is what she was doing in the video. In the video, taunting his passing, okay? Not only that, did she or did she not? Was she talking about twin? If that ninja had a twin, I would let him in. Didn't she say this? Who do they call twin, y'all? I'm just asking. Who do they call twin? This is where King Von was taken off at. They said a woman showed up in a white fur coat. They said this was her with a ponytail. Pulled up on the scene when King Von was taken out, y'all. Word on the street, it was her. Word on the street, her and Offset was on the scene when King Von was taken out. Word on the street, y'all. This is the car that pulled up with a woman with a white fur coat on and a ponytail. It's all in everybody's face right now. I would sue the crap out of them, to be honest. I would sue them because they put it all right in everybody's face, y'all. She taunted the crap out of King Von. This is King Von right here. This is her. This is the crowns and all of this stuff. And these little images right here, it look like the Blair Witch stuff. The same stuff that on Malcolm Jamal Warner's memorial site right now. It's imagery. Okay, y'all? This was a sacred to the fights by the industry, y'all. My personal opinion. Now, this is another thing that I believe is tied to Takeoff's being passing. Cardi B had her hair up in this little bun thing, and she had 2 8s up here at the top. It say 88 right there. If you put in King Von's numbers, 88 came up, and then she got the O block right here, and then she got as above, so below. She has the satanic symbolism right here that she's doing. Okay, y'all? And everybody had their legs in a V shape. She kept putting that V in there. Okay, y'all? And this is why I say this could be connected to, maybe it's their karma, or maybe, just maybe, Takeoff was taken out because of the fact that, Offset and them helped line up King Von. Okay? Or at least they knew about it, allegedly. Okay, y'all? Because how could you put all of this stuff and was posting the things that they were posting on the day that King Von passed? Offset was posting 2 down. 2 down. He posted that on his IG or something he did that day. Okay? This is where it is right here. Offset, November the 6th, 2020. Sleepyheads laugh out loud. The picture of 2 babies down. And he posted 2 down. As of November the 6th, it was 2 down in Chicago. FBG Duck and then King Von. On that date, and he posted it up, y'all. 2 down. Okay? Same thing that Cardi B was posting. He was posting. Okay, y'all? 2 down. This is another clue of they all knew King Von was going to be taken out. He was dating Asian Doll, right, y'all? Look at Cardi B. F all the dolls. And she had dolls in her hair. I don't know if y'all remember. She had a bunch of doll heads. And everybody was like, why did she put that in the video with all of those doll heads on her hair? Because she was taunting her, his girlfriend. And she had the red background. Look at this girl that she had with the little teardrops in her eyes. On Cardi B's video. This is what Asian Doll had. The little teardrop under her eye. If you look at it good, you can see it. When she was hugging King Von right here. The little teardrop right there. This is what Cardi B put in her video, y'all. If this went to court, ain't no way she could fight this. That she didn't know what was going on. Ain't no way she could fight. I don't see her fighting this. And if I was the parents, I would swear I would take them to court, y'all. I really would. Everything Cardi B, her whole imagery during that time was the taunting and the passing of, King Von, FBG Duck, Mo3. This was her whole thing during that time. And like I said, she's still eating off of that plate right now as we speak, y'all. Okay? King Von used to wear these pink gym shoes, and this is what she did. She taunted him every chance she could get. She even put this up. OTF, Cardi B chain over the money. She did that too. Was she trying to give us a message that people were paid to line him up? Now, Otf Vonnie's father is letting it rip, telling the whole 9 yards, y'all. Do you remember when she put up in the lyrics, she put dirty mother effer got the pink eye? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that there was a picture out talking about King Von had pink eye at the airport. Right here. She was taunting this man every step of the way. Why in the world would Lil Durk hook up with somebody that hates somebody that you was supposed to be rocking with so hard, and you kicking it with him? I told y'all he was moving funny. After Mo3 passed away, where was Lil Durk? In Dallas, right after Mo3 passed, hanging out with Yellow now. Okay, everybody that was doing stuff to people, he was popping up at whatever events that was going on right after it happened. He was moving funny, y'all. Yes, he was. And people didn't want to pay that no attention. People wanted to give him a pass. No, he wouldn't do such a thing. But now you're finding out he would. He would, y'all. Look at her video. Everything she did was a taunting of a king. She hated King Von. She literally hated him. And I don't think she had anything to do with her lyrics. So it had to be somebody in her inner circle that hated him. Now, word on the street is Offset helped her with her music and her lyrics and stuff, right? So was this his idea or was this Cardi B idea? Whoever ideal it was, they hated King Von. They hated Chicago rappers, and they still do. So any Chicago rappers that's hanging around these people right now, you better watch your Asikas right now. For real, for real. You better, if you collaborating with them, do your collab with your security and bounce. Don't party with these people or none of this stuff, because I'm telling you, they're going to line you up too eventually. This is what they do. They make you drop your guards and make you think that they like you. And that's when the snakes come out, okay, to play. Everything she did in her videos to her lyrics was taunting this man. And right afterwards, her and Lil Durk was collabing together, doing songs and all of this stuff, okay? This ain't no coincidence, y'all. I said this then and I'm going to say it now. And people got to pay attention. Everything she did was a taunting of O-Block. Was a taunting. And we already know she sold out. We already know that she sold out. Okay, y'all? Look at her clothes, what she got on. All you see is V's and pyramids. V's and pyramids. Okay? And right before King Von was taken out in November, October the 21st, 2020, 21 Savage is in the video with King Von right here, y'all. Right here. These people are snakes. And people got to realize that the industry don't love nobody. They don't love nobody. Even, look at P. Diddy and Jay-Z right now. They're supposed to be the best friends. They was running things together. But soon as the shitter hits the fan, what Jay-Z do? Bounced on that ninja, didn't he? He trying to run out the country right now to get out of the midst of what's going on with P. Diddy right now. You can't trust these snakes. I keep telling y'all this from the start. Any rappers that's coming up right now, I even had people reach out to me like, would you manage me? I don't know nothing about managing nobody. That's why I can't manage no rappers. I can help promote your music, but I cannot manage no rappers. I don't know nothing about it. Now maybe if I went into learning it, fine. But I don't know nothing about that. And it's something I wouldn't want to get into. But if I was managing somebody, I wouldn't be landing on my artists. I tell you that much. They would be well protected. As well as I be on them with them numbers to make sure, anybody that's want to do any collabs with them, so you can watch your tail. But yes, I have people coming to me, really good rappers too. And I started listening to some of their music and stuff. And they were saying, could you, do a little something with me to make sure I stay on point. This is crazy that people are petrified right now to deal with the industry. And it's just the way you move. You don't have to just not be in the industry if you got talent, but you got to move a certain way. You really do. You can't trust everybody. And I've been saying this for the longest. Right before he passed, look at here. King Von in the video with him. And at the same time, they all knew that he was about to get taken out. My personal opinion, y'all. Look at her putting up the 6 bottles and 4 bottles over here. 6'4". Ain't he from 63rd, 64th Street or something like that, y'all? I'm just asking. And then I put in Otf Vonnie's information, and why 6'4" pop up too, y'all? I kid y'all not. Then she got the 6 on her headphones right here, and she got the 4 fingers up. 6'4" right there. She was taunting the mess out of King Von's passing. Okay, y'all? The 5-point star, I think that's a street association, okay? But if it's not, it's a part of the industry, satanic mess that they got going on. And look at it, she got them down, 3 down. Do this stand for King Von, FBG Duck, and Mo3? And she licking her tongue out saying, nah. Y'all got lined up perfectly. Perfectly. But it ain't too perfect because the truth is coming out now. And if you think Cardi B ain't going to get her karma, think again. Because Cardi B is a straight sellout. 1 minute she's saying, oh, if something happened to her, the Illuminati, this is what she says. She's going to move her family out the country and all of this stuff. And then the next minute she right back doing satanic stuff. Cardi B is a loose cannon, y'all. She really is. Wasn't she talking about Bentley Gang during the time she came out with that album? Ain't Range Rovers and Bentleys was on the scene right here when King Von got taken out? This ain't no coincidence, y'all. The industry lines you up by the numbers. And Otf Vonnie's father said something major. He said something major when he just snitched. He said that what he heard and was told that King Von had to be taken out in November. He had to be taken out in November. So the people that put his schedule together and all of that stuff don't think they didn't play a part in this mess too. It's always somebody on the inside. It's always somebody on the inside that helps line you up that you think you can trust. Every single time. That's why you got to be careful. You got to be careful the most about around the people that you think love you the most. They couldn't get to King Von no other way. They had to go through his own street association. And that's what they did. They gave Lil Durk a way out. They gave him a way out. You won't go to jail, line up King Von and throw the blame on him. And that's what was done. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. My personal opinion, allegedly. Okay, y'all? And then they turn around and bought his sister a Range Rover, y'all, or some kind of car. Bought her a truck, the same ones that was on the scene that took your brother out. You can't make this up. I would have been like, why you give me this car and this is the same car that was in the video where my brother got taken out? That's what I would have said, okay? But some people is blinded, okay? They are blinded by, greed. This is why the Bible tell you not to be materialistic. Because, I'm just saying, you won't see what you need to see when you all so materialistic and everything is about name brand and this and that and that and this and being popular and having the latest this and that and that and this. Po Child didn't even realize, y'all, that they were taunting her with her brother's passing. Taunting. Yes. This is what 21 Savage was doing. And word is he knew the whole play. Word on street. I'm just saying. All these flowers and stuff. The reason why she was doing this, big bag busting out the Bentley. What you think the flowers was for, y'all? The passings that was about to take place. Okay, y'all? This is what the flowers was about. Okay, y'all? Range Rovers and Bentleys. And went and bought his sister one. And she's so stupid. And word on the street, she moving a little sneaky too. I'm just going to throw that out there, y'all. Word on the street, she been moving a little sloppy herself, y'all. With some of his music and all that. I've been hearing all kind of rumors about her. Okay, y'all? Now, another thing, around the time that after King Von was taken out, there was a $100,000 lawsuit on Offset. And guess what? From a rental company about a Bentley, y'all. So, was these Bentley trucks that was on the scene rented? Huh? And do y'all remember they had put out a song called 17 Hitters or something like that? It didn't matter if King Von was going to have that pause session and somebody get out and, act like it was self-defense so that they can get clear away with the situation or not. There were people on that scene that were going to make sure that King Von did not make it through the month of November. It didn't matter if it happened there or wherever. King Von was not going to make it past the month of November because it was already planned out. Y'all, word on the street, it was. Okay? I told y'all this before. Look at them laying down on the ground in the red. It look like BLOOD right here. And what is that? In a circle. O Block. What is they trying to tell you? There was going to be bodies dropping from O Block? This is what it looked like. And ever since then, O Block has been cursed, y'all. O Block is catching H to the ELL left and right. They've been going to jail, all kind of stuff being taken out one by one. They cursed now because they lined up their own person. One of them or all of them. I don't even know. And there were other people from O Block talking about, guess what? They were on social media, y'all. Talk about people gonna be surprised when they find out who was in the car with King Von the night he passed. And I'm like, what the heck am I hearing? I'm up at 3, 4 in the morning being nosy. And yeah, this is what people were saying from O Block. That people are gonna be surprised on who else was in the car. And I said, what the heck is going on here? Yes, y'all. And I said, Who else was in the car? And remember, I told you about the female? I did the video on the female. And she was supposed to be, I'm just saying, tied to some mob ties now. She was in a car with King Von right on the street. We'll get to her at the end of the video, y'all. We'll get to her. Everything they did was right in our face, y'all. Everything. And gave her the same flowers that's on Cardi B video. And these are the same flowers that he had on SNL. Remember when he was on the little comedy show, SNL, and he had the flowers and all of that stuff and was taunting the passings? Oh, they do a lot of taunting on SNL too. Because they did the same thing when Takeoff passed. They had Michael B. Jordan on there with the bowling shirt, remember? And who was else on there with him that day? I'm just saying, y'all. Just saying. These are the cars that was on the scene right now. The day, well, not right now, but the day that he passed. And they turned around and gifted his sister with a Range Rover. Makes you wonder, did she play a part too? I'm just asking y'all, was that her gift? Because how in the world does she not notice this? Everybody and their mama was playing this tape over and over and over again. The first thing I would have been like is, you mother effer, you mean to tell me you gonna gift me the same car that pulled up when my brother was getting taken out? Are you serious? It couldn't have been me. Couldn't have been me. Oh no. But some people, they don't care. They don't care. She looked at it, oh, I got me a Range Rover. And he knew he knew King Von's sister before he knew King Von. How ironic. And your boys is taunting. They're taunting King Von's passing. Y'all let me know in the comment section, am I tripping? This is November the 4th, 2020. Quavo got a song all called 17 hitters. Okay, y'all? Were there hitters all over the place? Was King Von going to be taken out that day no matter what? Was he? Undercover security, all kind of police and everything was out there on the scene. Was people out there to make sure that King Von never saw the light of day again? And we all know that allegedly, there were cops in Chicago that hated King Von. And cops know cops. I'm just going to put that out there, y'all. Right after King Von's passing, Offset dyed his hair, y'all. And we know what that dyeing your hair means. When you dye your hair, you made me stop something. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, and you know exactly what that means. Y'all know what that means. That means that you done had your sacred to the. That's what that means. Somebody's about to be sacred to the. Or you done sold your soul. That's what that turning your hair blonde means. Everybody does it in the industry. Ray J, all of them does it. And this is what he did right after King Von was taken out, y'all. I kid y'all not. Right after King Von was taken out too, 21 Savage brother passed away. Word on the street, somebody took him out. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why was his brother targeted after King Von was taken out and they were all taunting him? Was this revenge? I don't look at stuff as coincidences. I look at stuff as, okay, this is lined up perfectly. So he was out here taunting King Von. Word on the street, they all knew about what was going to happen. Him and his inner circle, Offset and Cardi B, all of them knew. Everybody played their role. Some of them was on the scene, allegedly. This is the rumors. And then his brother gets taken out right after King Von. Was it revenge? Ask yourself this question. And this is what I'm telling y'all now. I'm starting to wonder, was Offset being a part of this mess another reason why? Because we all know Takeoff, it was steps to Takeoff being taken out. Okay? It was steps to him being taken out. That several people played several parts. You know what I'm saying? And there were several reasons to why. There was a lot of money he wasn't agreeing with stuff. The Migos was tied to certain other people's passing. But the fact that Mob Ties put them 8s in there, and then Cardi B had them 8s in her hair, makes you wonder, could there have been a connection with King Von's passing? Was that some type of revenge? As well, y'all. You got to ask yourself this question. This is when he was on SNL. This is when they taunted on SNL. And Drake also taunted on SNL with 21 Savage with the 46 on his jacket. Okay? And the same flowers right here, y'all. Same exact flowers. They had on Cardi B little, banner right here. Same flowers right here. And the same flowers that they gave Kayla. I think her name is Kayla. Okay, y'all? King Von's sister. Same flowers, y'all. You can't make this up. Same flowers. How do you give her the exact same flowers? And give her the exact same truck as was out there when her brother passed? And she didn't put 2 and 2 together, or she didn't care, or did she play a part? That's my question. Because a lot of people been saying she been moving funny, that she sold King Von out. I don't know. But when somebody moving funny, I know that much. And just like when Michael B. Jordan wore this Celine, her bowling alley shirt right after Takeoff was taken out, and try to act as if this was just a coincidence that he wore this shirt. They taunt the passings, okay, y'all? He's tied to Mob Ties now. He's tied to Drake now and all of them, too. This is where he was when he was taken out. Now, word on the street is, now, I don't know if it's true or not, but this is what I heard before. That, and y'all can let me know, I know y'all gonna correct me in the comment section, but word on the street is, Mob Ties is some family members or something to FBG Duck. I'm just saying, y'all. Make you wonder, don't it? Why was Takeoff really taken out? I'm just saying, y'all. If this is his family, if Mob Ties is connected to FBG Duck and FBG Duck was taken out, okay, y'all? And word on the street is FBG Duck was, I guess, finna sign with Mob Ties or whatever. I don't know how that situation was about to go down before FBG Duck was taken out. But word on the street is FBG Duck was taken out. And he is connected to Mob Ties somehow. Makes you wonder, don't it? And then you got Cardi B taunting his passing. And you got Offset putting up 2 down and all of this stuff. And Cardi B putting up 2 down. And then he gets, Takeoff gets taken out, hanging out with Mob Ties. Make you wonder, don't it, y'all? Makes you wonder, don't it? And ain't Drake tied to Mob Ties too? And Drake was on this SNL episode when Takeoff was taken out. I talked about it in my videos. Like, this is weird. This guy's connected to Mob Ties too. So is this why he was taunting them? Because they were taunting FBG Duck? Ask yourself this question, y'all. I'm just trying to put some pieces of the puzzle together. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what I feel and what I see and what the numbers were saying. Look at this stuff here. Look at this stuff here, y'all. Now, this 46 could mean something, but this 46 could mean 64 too. I don't know. But I'm just telling y'all, this is weird. Weird. 2 V's right here. 2 V's. What's the V's for Von? And you got 2 bottles down. And she got her arms in a pyramid. Y'all, you can't make this shitka up, okay? Cardi B and them is evil, y'all. And it is what it is. When she put that video up, she had all these little coffins up here, okay? She had all of these little grave, whatever you want to call these graves. They say this is how King Von's grave looked, just like the one that she had in her videos. I've never been to King Von's gravesite, but word on the street is this is how it looks. Now, if it don't look like that, y'all let me know. I don't know. But word on the street is I found this, and this is what somebody said, that this was King Von's grave. Now, if it is, what is she trying to say? Because this is the same thing. Same thing, y'all. Same thing. And then she got her foot on somebody's chest while they on the ground. And she got her red bottoms showing. Okay, y'all? You can't make this stuff up. And then she got Uck right here. Like that could be Duck and this could be King Von's. This is what it looked like to me. And this could be Mo3 in the middle. Because she had a chain on the person that's laying on the ground. She had a chain on them. And word on the street is it's the HSM chain, which was Mo3's record label. Okay, y'all? This is where King Von was taken out at, y'all. And this is how far Quando Rondo lives from the hookah lounge, okay? 3 hours and 40 minutes away. But ask me where, I'm just saying, y'all, offsetting them, how far they was from them. 52 minutes. So it makes sense to why people are saying that they were on the scene. It makes sense to why people are saying that that was her in that car with that white coat on and that ponytail. It makes sense, y'all. It makes sense. This is 21 Savage. I never speak on stuff like this because I don't do it for the internet. But y'all being disrespectful. I know Kayla before I knew Yvonne because she talks to my little brother. So Kayla and his little brother were friends. Is this the same little brother that was taken out? And was his little brother taken out because of the fact that he was taunting the passing of King Von? I'm just asking, y'all. I'm just asking. Did they use this to an advantage? Because people will get close to your family members just to get to you. They will. They will. And you have to be careful about that. Okay? This is another thing that I told y'all that Lil Durk was doing. He was copying off everything that they did with Mo3. He was copying off of. And it's not all coming out yet, but word on the street is Mo3's case just might go federal because people came from out of town allegedly to play a part in Mo3's passing, just like they did with Lil Peb, y'all. People came from out of town to take him out. So that's up in the air right now. Another thing, a lot of people that was posting stuff about Mo3, they erased the whole month of November. Word on the street is Lil Durk was erasing a whole bunch of stuff too. He erased all his posts on Instagram. Y'all, word on the street. Right after King Von was taken out. Now people can choose to look over this stuff if they want to. But the truth is the truth. You can't hide from the truth, y'all. And all these O's that she had on her video. Really? All of these collabs that she did a collab with Kanye West, and then she turned around and she did a collab with Lil Durk right after King Von was taken out. Why did he get so popular? Why does this very person that was talking about how in the world can Lil Durk love O-Block when you letting other celebrities taunt the passing of O-Block members and you doing collabs with them? I'm just saying, y'all, loyalty is loyalty, right? Loyalty is loyalty. How in the world do he get a pass when he wasn't being loyal? And like I told you, karma is a witch, y'all. Karma is a witch. No snitching allowed. He went and got a tattoo with a rat on the back. Well, he's in the jail with that rat on his back of his leg right now, and everybody is ratting on him. Everybody. They're piling on more and more and more bodies on Lil Durk as we speak. And they going and they putting in more information, lining him up with people that was close to him's passing and people that he wanted to shut up. My personal opinion. Quando Rondo was to be removed, not because he took out or set up King Von. He was taken out because he knew that Lil Durk, King Von's own people, worked with them to set up King Von. That's why they were coming after Quando Rondo. My personal opinion. And this is going to be bad for Durk. This is going to be bad for Lil Durk, y'all. For real. And if they can't get to him, they're probably going to try to go after Lil Durk family members because this is huge that you set up your own street association member. And then turn around to try to clear your name, to try to pretend like you're going after the person that set him up or took him out when you were just going after him because he knew your dirt. I guess his name ain't Lil Durk for nothing, y'all. Okay, let's keep it going. Cardi B waves goodbye. And she waving goodbye. There go the 6 bottles up again. And there go the 4 fingers up. Y'all, Cardi B is a hot mess, y'all. She did this with King Von. She did it with FBG Duck. And she did it with Mo3. Same situation. She did this with Mo3. She did a video and she had one shoe. One shoe. Right here. Just like Mo3 passed away with one shoe on and one shoe off. And they say this has to do with Freemasonry, the shoe off stuff. Okay, y'all? She had this in her video too, taunting Mo3 as well, with the lady standing by his body in the shoe off. She did this in her video too. When people support this woman, they don't know what they're supporting. She's evil. She's evil, y'all. She's a sellout. And if she think that good is going to come her way, she might be enjoying the riches right now. But everybody time comes. Ask P. Diddy. Ask Jay-Z and Beyonce now. You think your turn ain't coming too? She's here having bad luck in the love life because her new man is cheating on her too. He got a bunch of babies on the way and all kind of stuff. But that ain't where it's going to hit Cardi B at. Cardi B, she's in trouble, y'all. I'm just going to put it out there. She is in trouble, y'all. And it is what it is. This is sad on so many levels, but you know, when you got it, and this is another thing, when you out here taunting somebody's past and putting all this stuff in your videos and this and that and this, playing with God and all kind of stuff like that, and you got kids, you got to watch yourself. You got to watch yourself. Because this stuff you're doing and you're selling out, it could come back to not just you, but your little ones. Is this why she having a bunch of babies? Just in case she got to give up one? And I ain't trying to be funny, but when you are dibbling and dabbling in satanic stuff, we all know that sometimes they have to give up somebody close to them. Is this going to be her karma? You got to ask yourself this question. And I ain't trying to throw no shade on her, because I think she got the most beautiful kids in the world. They're gorgeous. But when you out here doing dirt, don't think it ain't going to come back and nip you in the tail, because it will. She's sitting here by somebody laying on the ground, all of these tombs and stuff like that, and you don't think that you ain't going to be in one soon? You don't think that your time ain't going to come up soon? You don't think so? I keep telling y'all, there is a post of Lil Durk's girlfriend, what's her name? I forgot her name. But Lil Durk's baby mama, and the person who helped to line Mo3 up. She's saying, you really want to take Mo3 out? Ha ha ha. She really hate him and all of this stuff. This was before Mo3 got taken out. She's tied to Mo3. Lil Durk's girlfriend. She's tied to the people that lined up Mo3. Lil Durk is tied to Cardi B doing all of these songs. He started collaborating with her. Look at her on the expressway saying women drivers. I told y'all, it wasn't just guys out there shaking their weapons at Mo3 on that expressway. There were women in that car. And word on the street is the person that got hit up in that Sprinter was Mini Man, a.k.a. Ebony. She was telling that there were women on the expressway in her video right here. Women drivers. The industry knew the whole play, y'all. They knew the whole play. The guy chasing Mo3 down on the expressway, Cardi B put this in her song. No face, no case. His face covered up. They wasn't banking on getting caught and people snitching. So there's definitely a case. When you got somebody snitching, it don't care. It don't matter if there's no face. You got somebody telling the whole play. And they lining them up one by one by one. One by one by one. Look at the chain she has on the guy that's laying right here. Look at this chain. That's Mo3's chain, y'all. This is Mo3's chain. She got on the person that's laying on the ground, y'all. You can't make this up. I swear you cannot make it up, y'all. How in the world do she taunt people's passing and get a pass? I'm just saying, y'all. And then word on the street, Trouble Freddie was rapping to Cardi B song on the expressway. Right after Mo3 was taken out, guess who else the Trap Boy was hanging out with? Empire. Who Mo3 is signed to? Who is making money off of Mo3? King Von. He got King Von. They got t-shirts, all that on Empire website. They getting paid off of people's passing. Look at her with her little demonic mess. And people were getting mad. Cardi poses like Goddess Durga, whatever that is, with sneakers in hand. Disrespectful. People were getting mad at her. Beyonce do this all the time. But they got mad at her when she did it. Beyonce do this all the time. She put it in her show. When she have a concert. They do it all the time. And soon as Takeoff was taken out, look what they put up here. That infinity link. Cardi B had 2 8s in her hair, y'all. 2 8s in her hair. Is there a connection? When she was taunting FBG Duck, who is supposed to be connected to Mob Ties, y'all. You can't make this up. You gotta be careful who you running around here and messing with. Is this why Takeoff was lined up at that bowling alley, y'all? Ask yourself this question. Is this why? Is this why? Because I start thinking like that could be a connection too. They were taunting FBG Duck. This is Lil Durk right here hanging out in Dallas at a party with Yellow Beezy now. Right after Mo3 was taken out. He kicking it with them. There go Yellow right there, y'all. Same party. And then they went to a little after party, whatever. Some little get together, and when they was coming out, pow, 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 remember? I was telling y'all about Lil Durk. What is he doing in Dallas in the middle of pow, pow, pow? He was moving sloppy, y'all. Everybody that's dirty in the industry, lining people up, Lil Durk was hanging out with all of them. And look at Yellow. He did an interview and he was talking about Cardi B. Yellow on Cardi B suing bloggers for defamation. How you gonna sue somebody for defamation when you was putting these people's passing in your video? They ain't lying on you. That ain't defamation if it's true. It ain't defamation if it's true. She was taunting these people's passing. But look who's the one that brought it up in the interview. It's to try to get people not to talk about it. All of these people connected. And they all connected to the same 3 people that passed. Connections, connections, connections. Now let's get to Mad Gal. Okay? Because word on the street is, this is Mad Gal. And word on the street, she was the one that was in the car when King Von was taken out. Word on the street, y'all. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but this is what I heard at 3, 4 in the morning. And then, after I heard it, the guy was like, shh, be quiet. And they erased it. He was telling him he's talking too much. And these were O-Block people connected to the O-Block. So, I'm going to tell y'all this. Allegedly, she's tied to Mob Ties too. Go figure. This was the same people that was there the night. Now, I don't know if this is her or not, but she looks like her. There may be some kin or whatever. Y'all let me know if they don't look the same to y'all. But word on the street is, she was there the night that Duke the Jeweler was at the dice game. She was there too. Now, we all know that Duke the Jeweler didn't get taken out at the dice game. Duke the Jeweler got taken out at the concert that Boosie invited him to. This is the second time that Boosie is involved with a Chicago person's passing. First time, King Von. Word on the street is, Boosie reached out to King Von and told King Von he wanted to do a collab with him. He told King Von to meet him the night that he passed. So it wasn't just the Vonnie and all of this stuff. Everybody was making sure that King Von showed up to that hookah alarms. It wasn't just Vonnie. It was Boosie too. Boosie did an interview saying that if he would have came to the lounge, that he probably would have saved his life. That he had invited him to come there because he wanted to, talk to him. And he was supposed to meet him that night, but he didn't show up. This is the second time somebody from Chicago was taken out, and Boosie name has came up. We can't keep giving Boosie a pass, y'all. And Chicago people got to wake up. Stop fighting amongst each other and put your heads together, because the industry hates y'all. They hate y'all. They hate anybody with talent in Chicago. They hate them. And y'all gonna have to realize that. That's one thing you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to start realizing that. Then Duke the Jeweler get lined up. You invite him to Texas. Bring your jewelry. I'm gonna help you sell it. He make it through that night. And then he comes to your party. Not party, but your concert. Boosie's concert. And he gets taken out in a parking lot. Where was his boys that he drove from Chicago with? Why was he in a parking lot with Boosie now by himself? Why? Where were they? That's the question. Did they get some jewelry too, just to be quiet and put it on the hush hush and lie with them? Because word on the street is they were in Chicago too, running around with jewelry on. That's what I heard. That some of the people that were there with him, with Duke the Jeweler, they were in Chicago running around with chains on. So did they sell Duke the Jeweler out to Boosie? Inquiring minds want to know, y'all. Okay? It's a lot going on with this whole situation, and all of it ties to each other. Okay? When I tell y'all numbers don't lie, numbers do not lie. This is King Von's real name. Davon Bennett. Davon Bennett in reverse reduction equals 64. What was Cardi B throwing up in her videos? 6 bottles. 4 bottles. 64. She did it twice. There go to 6. There go to 4 right here. How many times we gonna let Cardi B get a pass, y'all? How many times are we gonna let her get a pass? Otf Vonnie equals 38. What is 38 right here, y'all? Take you out by the numbers. Okay? Otf Vonnie equals 111. Mark of the beast. Sacred to the face. Okay, y'all? Sinking of the Titanic. King Von's ship sank when Otf Vonnie set him up. Allegedly. Okay, y'all? 187. Ain't 187 a code for taking somebody out, y'all? You can't make this up. I promise y'all, you can't make it up. And word on the street, they all knew. They all knew, and they all played a part. If you put in King Von, 38 again. 88 too. Is this why she put the 88 in her hair? Because King Von equals 88. I keep telling y'all, the numbers don't lie. She had 2 8s in her hair, y'all. You can't make this up. Otf Vonnie 38, King Von 38. And this is in reverse reduction. And in his name, it is in reduction. So reverse of that, it makes sense. Everything they're saying, it makes sense. If you put in Otf Vonnie, look what comes up, y'all. Strategy. They had a strategy to take King Von out. Imposter. He got to be an imposter if he's snitching. If he's pretending like he's your friend and at the same time he lining you up. Look how many numbers line up with Otf Vonnie's name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. Lines up. Look at that. 115, 143, 101. All of this is in Otf Vonnie's name. You can't make it up. Imposter. They had an imposter on OTF Street Association. Okay, y'all? Password. He knew all of their ins and outs. He knew everything about King Von. He knew his passwords. He knew everything. He knew secret stuff about this man because he trusted Vonnie. And this is what his father said. He said he's not proud that his son helped set up his own friend. And then they turned around and set up their own friend and then used the guys that helped that set him up, and they try to go take them out so they wouldn't snitch that they played a part. That's my personal opinion. On the run comes up with Otf Vonnie. Y'all, you can't make this up. Sell your soul. Lines up with Otf Vonnie. Reporter. He was reporting back to people. Everything that they were doing, he was reporting to people. He's a reporter, y'all. He's an imposter and a reporter, and he sold his soul to line up King Von for some crumbs, y'all. Stay away. Stay away from Otf Vonnie. This is what popped up, y'all. In his numbers. You can't make this up. Davon Bennett equals 64. You can't make this up. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do you all think that Otf Vonnie's father is telling the truth? I said this a year ago. What he's saying right now adds to what I said a year ago about the industry lining up King Von. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.